Hello, my name is Marvin Knabe. I'm an artist and reseller for art materials. And today I'm showing you the completely new nature line from Hanemüller. So we start with the watercolor paper. And the special thing about that Agave watercolor paper is that it has 70% of agave fiber in it. And agave is very resource friendly, so it gives you a good feeling when you paint on something environmentally friendly. And yeah, let's start. I created a little sketch for you. It's a little boat, and to draw a boat like this, it's really easy. You can do it at home also. Some mountains, I painted the first layers of shadow in it, so that we can finish with painting. Okay, I think we can start, and I can show you how you can work with the paper. So I take a blue, I'm not sure. I mixed it already in my palette, so I can't really say what's all in it. It's typically. So let's go. So let's take the first layer on it. And you see, the color is very bright. The saturation is great. And I use more water. It's not a dry brush here. So, you know, sometimes you are so you miss the water and because you can't really use water. But here it's okay, not too much, but with this kind, it's possible. Okay, and I like the blue for the scenery here. It's an old boat, and here's a little lake, maybe, or not. I'm not sure. You will see it. And what I think that's really great on this paper, so maybe I have an accident like this here, you see it. And we let it dry for a moment, and then you will see that I can take it off very easily. So you have little accidents, but that's no problem, because take the color back, everything is fine. Okay, so the next color is a brownish tone for the wood here. Let's take it. And we work layer for layer. And if you have too much water on the brush, put it on here again. And we let them dry in the first step. So, here's that little accident I showed you before. And let's take it back. So, it's nearly completely erased. And it works better when you have clean water. My water is already used. So, but you see it here. The most parts are erased, and you can overdraw it later. So that's perfect. I like that. It works. So now let's talk about the flow of color on this paper. So I already told you, for this the best technique is layer for layer. So not wet and wet, but you can do a first layer of water and then put one color in it. That's possible, but then you have to wait and have the paper has to dry. But it also works, and the colors work flowing very nice. So let's make it a little bit wetter here. And let's take a blue-gray color. I already made one here. And I think that's the right one, yeah. So, and now you see how the color flows. And that's a good sign. I love that. And it gives you that little structure here, and you can really use it for things like this here. So let's take it off. You can control the color, and that works. Okay, so let's go to the boat again. So here we need a more darker color, a little bit more pigments, because yeah, it's on the inside. It's the basic of shadow learning. Okay, and use a second layer of the brown color. My brush is too wet. So here, and it is you have 70% of another resource in it, but it feels like normal watercolor paper, and that's great. So this one, and a little bit more here. Okay, now we can go to the front. And give a little bit more color on that plain lines here. So you have more first details. Okay, and you can see it works. So layer for layer is really the best here. Oh, let's take much more color. I like it. So, and right now you already can see that little texture from the paper surface you see here. It's great a little bit for that for that top part of the picture. So for the sky. Sorry, the word was missing. And now let's go to the green grass. I think I need a more lighter color at the first. Yeah, that's good. So, and then go over it. Don't think too much, and if you have an accident, that's no problem. And I like that completely filled out lines about when you have that dry brush with a little bit color, you have this effect here. You see it? That's great. So let's give it a little bit more color. And another So you can see that works pretty well. And another good thing is, I learned it with this paper, you don't have to wait too much time that it dries. So that's also perfect. I like it. Okay, so that is the Agave watercolor paper. Another new product in the natural line is the hemp paper. It's made out of hemp and 60% hemp fiber and 40% cartridge. It's very thin, and in the first when I had it the first time in my hands, I thought, okay, I can only use it for sketching. Yeah, and that's not the truth. I can do watercolor in it, and I can do it very, very well. That surprised me. So you have a sketch, maybe like this here. I can put it on here. And I sketch the outlines like on every picture I do, and then take some dark color for that noir monographic style, and it works perfectly. The color is floating on it, and I was really surprised. I can show you that here, and it takes a lot of water. That's also surprising. So yes, it goes in a little bit strange way with too much water, but that's normal with yeah, the most of papers. But you see it here. Let's take another bright color, and you can do very nice gradients. So that works, and I was really surprised. So that's pretty nice. So if you don't have watercolor paper at home and only that hemp paper, it works for watercolor. And that surprised me. That surprised me really. And maybe I think for sketches like this is my new daily paper to use it. Yeah. I like it. So I think we can do some more shadows, and then we can finish the picture. We don't need much more. I take dark color. I need dark colors. I love that. Dark and strong shadows. Okay. And let's do it here on that side, and let it go to this. So I have a realistic, more realistic shadow. Oh, that was a little bit too much, but I can take it off. And more dark color. So do it here. Yep. Okay. So let's take here a little bit more shadow, and here, and that part. Here one, that. Okay, great. And you see, you can really work well with that paper. So, that's a picture right now. And yeah, for me, the natural line is perfect to use, and I think I will use it often in the future. So, try it out, try the agave, try the hemp, and yeah, stay healthy and create some nice pictures with it. So thank you and goodbye.